Hi there, it's Nina Nandagopal at almostpractical.com, and today I want to show you how to use the Erin Condren Academic Planner. There are so many different ways that you can use this planner, but I'm going to outline one way that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Before we get started, I just want to point out that this year there are two options when it comes to the Erin Condren Academic Planner. You can get the coiled version or the softbound book. Both versions are laid out very similarly, with the main exception being that the coiled version has 3 columns in the daily layouts, while the softbound version has 2 columns. Also, there are more notes types pages in the coiled version than in the softbound version. Today I'm going to show you my method of using this planner in the coiled version, but you can certainly adapt it to the softbound. If you want to see more details about both, I have links to both products in the comments below, and I will also link to the review of both versions right here. What you will need to get started is an Erin Condren Academic Planner and a set of colored markers or pens. I use the Erin Condren dual tip markers, and I try to use colors that are readily available. So I'm using red, blue, and green. The reason that you want readily available colors is if your Erin Condren markers are not right at your fingertips when you need to write something down, you want to be able to grab a pen in a similar shade so that you can keep up with this method. When you open the academic planner, the very first tab is called Schedule. This is where you write in your class schedule, obviously. There's a place at the top of the page to write in the times, but more importantly, the second half of the page has a place for the course name, the teacher, the location, etc. What you should do here, and this is very important, is write each one of your courses down in a different color. For example, let's say you are taking 3 classes: Math, Science, and English. Assign a color marker to each class and write the name of the class on your class schedule in that color. I will use red for math, green for science, and blue for English. So what you have just done is pretty much set up a color key, sort of like what you have with a map. You will notice that I did not use a black pen for my color key. This is because I do most of my writing with a black pen. The purpose of using different colors for my classes is to make sure that the colors pop out at me when I'm reviewing my planner. Since most of my general writing is in black, I want to use more colorful cues for my classes. In the Erin Condren Academic Planner, the next section that you come to is the monthly section. The first page at the tab is your 2-page monthly spread. Anything that you write on this monthly spread that relates to a specific class should be written in the color that you assign to that class. This way, those items will pop out at you when you need them. It also helps to keep a little cheat sheet with your class colors. After the monthly spread, you come to your monthly goals and events, and then your projects and exams page. Again, when recording your projects and exams, make sure you use the correct color pen that coordinates with the subject. After the projects and exams, you come to your weekly layouts. In the coiled version of the Erin Condren Academic Planner, each day has 3 columns. The first 2 columns don't have any headings, and the third column is a to-do list with a to-do heading. So the layout is pretty flexible with how you want to use it. The way that makes the most sense to me is this. Let's say it is Monday, July 27th. and you are sitting in your math class. Your professor assigns you a math worksheet that is due on Wednesday. In the entry for Monday, July 27th, I would write math in the first column in red, which is the color that I assigned for the math class. In the second column, I would write assigned worksheet due Wednesday, July 29th. After my math class, I would head over to my science class. My science professor assigns a lab that is due on Friday, July 31st. So on the Monday entry, I would write down science in green in the first column, and then in the second column, I would write lab due July 31st. Finally, I go to my English class, and my professor assigns a reading due next Monday. So, in blue, I write English in the first column, and read pages 1 through 50 due Monday, August 3rd in the second column. When my school day is finished, I head home and pull out my planner. Now it's time to process my assignments, my deadlines, and the work that I have to do to complete the assignments. The first thing that I want to do is plug in the deadlines on my planner. So on Wednesday, in the first column, I'll write down math, and I'll write down turn in worksheet on the second column. I will do the same for my science lab and my English reading that's due next week. Next, I will figure out what I need to do each day in order to complete the project on time. For math, I basically have the rest of Monday and Tuesday to complete the worksheet. For science, I have 4 days to complete the lab. And for English, I have the whole week plus the weekend to get the reading done. At this point, what I want to do is review any other things that I have going on in my life. Maybe I have activities or a work schedule to juggle. Once I get a handle on my time, I can now create some to-do items to be able to get my assignments done. Let's say I'm busy on Tuesday. That leaves me Monday to finish the math worksheet. So in the to-do column for Monday, I'm going to write down due math worksheet, and I'll use a red marker to record that in the third column. For science, again, I'm busy on Tuesday, and I won't have time on Monday after completing the math worksheet to work on science. So I need to divide up the steps needed to get the lab report done between Wednesday and Thursday in order to be able to turn the lab in by Friday. In my planner on Wednesday, in the to-do column, I might write down in green, create draft of lab report. And then on Thursday, I might write down in the to-do column in green, finalize lab report. This way, it will be ready to turn in by Friday. For my English assignment, well, maybe I have a practice of reading every night before I go to bed. So if I have 50 pages to read before next Monday, which is over here, then I could divide that into, say, 10 pages a night and easily have that assignment done by Monday. I would simply write down in the to-do section in blue, read pages 1 through 10 for Monday, read pages 11 through 20 on Tuesday, read pages 21 to 30 on Wednesday, and so on and so forth until the assignment is done. So I hope you see the possibilities with how this method works. This is basically just one way that you can use the Erin Condren Academic Planner to keep yourself accountable and on track. I know that my example is a bit simplified, but you get the idea. Of course, you will be using some type of online platform like Blackboard, etc., to grab your assignments and manage your work as well. But I find that using a paper planner goes a long way. It just helps to keep me more organized. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this method gave you some ideas on how you can use this planner to organize your own schoolwork and get your school year started on the right foot. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and take the time and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And come visit me on my blog, almostpractical.com, where I do a lot of Erin Condren reviews and posts about organizing, productivity, and generally tips for making life a little bit easier. Thank you so much for joining me today.